Hi, this is Scott Jordan, and you are watching live here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Railroad Square, Santa Rosa, California. And welcome everybody to TV Tuesday Live. This is the show where we taste wine, we talk about wine, and tonight I'm going to attempt to do something that I've never tried to do, but I've made this dish enough that I think I can pull it off. I'm going to make a stuffed chicken dish that you can do at home that's magnificent. We're going to taste 4 wines that'll easily pair up with this dish. I brought my buddy Russ to help me out. I got Dave as a backup over there. Dave, we'll get him on camera in a little bit. I'm gonna prepare the stuffed chicken, and I'm going to cook it right here in our Easy Bake Oven, and it's going to be done before the end of the show. At least that's.
And it's healthy.
And it's healthy. Those of you that don't know, I got this recipe from a colleague of mine at Pine Ridge, and I had told her a story that when I was 35, I had a quadruple bypass. A lot of people don't know that, but that was pretty young to do that, and it kind of threw her, and the girl was really upset and felt bad for me, and she said, Scott, I'm going to give you a recipe that you need to use, and it's going to help you live a long life. And I went, wow, that's kind of cool. Anyway, so she came up with this really cool recipe. If you'll throw that recipe up on the screen.
Wait, Scott, before you do that, did she have you sign an NDA that you would never share this with anyone else?
No,
I mean,
it was
one of those things where you're going to get a call here in a few minutes.
In a few minutes from an
Remember
attorney?
when you said that you never were going to share this recipe with anyone because it's like a family heirloom handed down over generations?
Yeah.
Secret ingredients.
It's secret. Yeah. It's the easiest dish you'll ever do. And for you guys that are not normal cooks, you don't cook for your girlfriends or your wife or your whatever, your mistresses or whatever weird thing you got going on. If you're not normally a cook, you can do this and really come out with a really cool meal.
It's your go-to meal other than macaroni and cheese, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. When you got to step it up just a little bit. So the recipe calls for chicken breast,
boneless, right?
Boneless. If you get a pinch and you have an in bone, you can do that, but you got to butterfly it a little bit to open it up, and I'll show you. It's really better with the boneless. And then spinach, and then prosciutto, and then provolone, which I need Nita to go in the kitchen and get the provolone because I forgot the provolone. We need that right away. And just tell Andrew, and he can get you a couple slices. All I need is 2 slices. And what you do is you dip it in flour, which I'll show you. Then you sear both sides. Then you stick it in the oven for 20 minutes, and that's it. No variations. Don't deviate. Do it exactly that way. It'll be perfect every single time. Now, when you start a meal, of course, you got to start with sparkling wine. What else would you have? This is Amorosa Bella. 2010 Sparkling Brut. It goes with everything. It's a great way to start your meal. You want to have something to clean the palate, and this will clean the palate. And so here's to summer, and here's to a great meal that I'm going to prepare for you right now. So one of the things you want to do in advance on this meal is get a little bit of flour. See, I have a little flour here because we're going to dip that in there. So you want it ready, because the thing about this meal is you cut it up and you do it all together. So if you got 2 breasts, you're doing them right now. If you got 4, you're doing now. Even if you have 6, get a bigger pan. You want to cook those all at the same time.
So they're timed to come out at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to have that prepared, ready to go. And then I have a little bit of spinach here, and let me have a little wine. So Karina, you got to watch my time really. If I go over it all, I want this thing in there by 25 after, to give me a little bit of elbow, extra room. All right, keep me on track. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to prepare the spinach, and all you really want to do with that is you just want to chop some of that up. So you guys can tell I'm a really good chef. That's why I do this, like some kind of a clown. But anyway, you just want to chop it up a little bit.
Now you leave your stems on, or you take them off?
I leave them on. I've been to a few restaurants lately and been watching that because I've painstakingly pulled them off. It's really not going to hurt anything because you're going to bake right through all that. So I don't think that's an issue at all. So I wouldn't worry about that. So anyway, I chop that all up. And again, even if you're not really good at it, oh, thank you very much. Perfect. Even if you're not really good at cooking, you can do this pretty easy. So you're just going to chop that up, and basically we're just going to keep it to the side because you're going to use that to stuff that nice breast. You want to have good breasts, and you want to also don't get caught up in feeling like you have to go to Whole Foods and pay $4 a pound. I pay $2.99 at Safeway, their regular price. Every once in a while you can get them at $1.99. Or Costco is the same price, $2.99. But these are beautiful breasts, and you want really nice breasts. I was talking about these breasts.
All the ladies in the audience said, well, yeah, thank you.
So you want nice breasts. See, these are nice. These are nice. These are going to cut up really good. And all you're going to do is you're going to take, I'll just cut this little piece of fat off, although I like leaving fat on my meat because it's Nita's giving me signs over there. What are you giving me signs for, Nita?
Loves.
And so all you're going to do is you're just going to slice this, you know, you're going to butterfly this, and you can be kind of, see, I did kind of punky wampus. I cut it about 3/4 of the way through, so you look here, see it's about 3/4 of the way. That's all you really have to do. I'm not really good at that. I wish that stayed where it was before. I'm right there. Okay, thanks.
It's not there. You're supposed to put them on.
No.
Sure.
No. And so you're going to butterfly these. See? All right, so these two breasts are ready to go. You can see here. Can you see that, Karina? You guys got that? That's all you're doing? About 3/4 of the way through. Don't cut it in half. Just butterfly a little bit. Okay?
Or your fingers, like that old skit with Julia Child that they used to do on Saturday Night Live.
So then what you want to do is you want to season both sides. Now, a lot of people try to do variations of this. I have witnesses here of people that have tried this, and some people don't like to put salt on their food or pepper until after the meal. Wrong gonzo. Do not do that. You want to salt and pepper this puppy right now because you want that to cook inside with the food. Do not do it later on. You're going to ruin this. The recipe calls for doing it right now. So you flip it over and you just salt and pepper that other side. And I'm kind of generous with this. I can do it blind. No. Now I'll do a pepper. And this shaker's kind of crappy. Looks are deceiving. All right. How am I doing on time? You guys keep me on track.
I'll take care of that, huh?
So you got to tell me time, you know, you guys got to have a time issue here, okay?
Can I give a quick commercial?
You can.
Amorosa Bella, rosé only. There's a special. Buy one, get another one free. It's 2 for 1 on the AB rosé only. Give us a call. We can ship it out to you.
Now the other
Perfect edition.
The other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your oven is on, and you want to make sure that it's preheated so it's ready to go. So once I go through this and put it in there, that thing's got to be hot. So I'm turning this puppy dog on. Russ, if you can make that go away somehow, that would be awesome. All right. So what we've done is we're ready to go. We've got the breasts all cleaned up, ready to go. We're going to flip them back over to the original way they were, and we're going to simply stuff this, and then I'm going to put it on this pan here. In the pan I've got a little bit of butter, and I'm going to add I'm going to add a little olive oil. Swear to God. So my nurse over there was trying to give me. You add a little olive oil and a little bit of butter, and you want to get that nice and hot. So we're going to make sure that that gets nice and hot.
Don't touch any of the lines.
And then, yeah. At home, you're going to do a lot. It's going to happen a little quicker because you have flame. Here, I've got this camping stove here. That's not the quickest on the planet. Okay. All right. So, what do you think? Are we ready to stuff? Now, the thing that you got to do is you want to build an assembly line. If you're going to do multiples, that's nowhere near hot enough. If you're going to do multiples, you want to actually have a assembly line. You want to make sure that when you buy prosciutto, buy it like this. Don't ask the deli guy to slice it. If he does, he's got to put paper in between. You'll never pull this stuff out. It's only one piece of prosciutto per breast, not two, one. And you can get kind of sloppy. See how I'm actually kind of crunkling it up, and you just lay it down on the breast here like that, and then it's got another little piece of cover there. You can throw that away. Thanks, Russ. All right. And then you want to put this one on. Oh yeah. All right. And you put that one on there like that. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's your prosciutto. And then you're going to put on your spinach, although my pan is not anywhere near hot enough. What does it take to get that thing hot? Jeez, Zeus. That might take an hour.
They're calling your friend Guy.
Guy Fieri, he's probably got one with gas. Because that's not hot. I can put my hand on it. That's not very hot. I'm stalling here because normally you'd have that hot, ready to go, and you do this pretty fast.
All right, so let's talk a little about the wine, right?
Yeah.
So we just had the AB Brut.
This is
Delicious.
the AB Brut. It's going to go with everything.
As well the rosé that is 2 for 1 right now.
2 for 1. Buy one, get one. Makes it $16 a bottle. Can't go wrong with that. We've got about 4 cases left, and then that's gone forever. Although the 11 and 12 rosé we tasted was mighty good. That was really, really good.
And what do you have to say about this Bonneau Chardonnay? It's a 2012. What can you share about this?
Well, 2012 was a great vintage year.
Yep.
And we like all the wines from 2012. This is Los Carneros, so it's the southern part of Sonoma County. Retail price on this is what, 34? Is that what it is? I think it's 34. And so, 34.
Cellar Club is $28.90.
You want a buttery Chardonnay? This is it. If you guys have not signed up for the lobster lunch, your time is just about up. You have until tomorrow to sign up, and then it's over. It's $95 per person. That event is going off on this Saturday, 1 to 4. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to have this featured as one of the wines. That's pretty damn good.
That's delicious.
Okay, I'm concerned that this is not super hot. It's getting there. But that, I want that to sear. It's going to take about a month.
Maybe we can roll the lobster lunch
Yeah, well,
video.
if I had Karina, I would. But anyway, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this process going here. This is taking a little bit longer. It's almost hot enough, but it's sure slow. Let's also just want to make sure that our oven is hot. Okay, so all right. Let's see if that gets going.
And we don't blow a circuit, right?
Yeah, that is the crappiest. You want to have a good flame when you do this. I didn't realize that this thing walked really slow. I may run out of time. I may miss my timeline. That's impossible. All right, I've got the breasts. They're all seasoned. I've got the prosciutto ready to go. It's in there. I've got provolone cheese, which we'll put at the very top of this. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this, and all you're doing is you're just laying it in here like that. Then you take your provolone and you put it over there, and then you're going to fold it. I'm going to bread both sides, and I'm going to put it in that pan. Okay?
And
Yeah, while I'm doing this, go ahead and run the video for the lobster lunch. So if you're going to sign up, that's what you're going to see on Saturday. All right, so that's the ultimate scenario. I mean, if you want to go to a wine country event, lobster lunch is the one you want to go to. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're getting ready here. So I've put my prosciutto down. I've got my spinach down. I've got my provolone cheese. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this like a little sandwich. Now I know some of you are thinking, oh man, I'll put toothpicks in there. No, you don't want any of that. All you're trying to do is bread each side of this, and then you're going to set it in this really super hot pan that's super hot, and it's not super hot, but we're going to pretend that it's super hot because there's nothing I can do to salvage that. So then again, you want to just take that, you want to just put that on there like that, and like that, and voila, you're going to put that in the pan that's steaming hot,
and you're just
pan.
searing it.
And what you're going to do is you're going to sear it on each side where it's golden brown. So basically you're kind of you're cooking the breast at about maybe 20% of its cooking is done on this part. Now again, you really want to start with a much hotter pan. This is starting to bubble up here, but it's pretty weak.
All right, so if you had 10 guests come over, can you put it together, flour it, and then sear it, and then put it in the oven? And can you put the recipe together in advance? Is my question.
There isn't really anything other than cutting up your spinach. You could cut that up in advance, so that's ready to go, because you want to do an assembly line. That's how you want to do this. If I had a big group and I had a really big pan, and I could get 8 or 10 of those puppies in there, then I would do them all exactly the same time.
And if my guests were coming over at 6, can I do it at 4 and just put it up to the searing point where it's ready to go to the oven, or do you think I'm messing with the recipe?
You don't want to sear it and then pull it away and not put it in the oven. So you want that continuous.
So I can go up to the flour point,
Yes, and you could cover that with some foil and put it in the fridge.
bring it out to room temperature, right? Because they always say that you got to go room temperature before you sear, and then I could put it in the oven, so I could be entertaining my guests. And I could probably put something together like artichokes and do several courses leading up to this kind of deal, maybe some cheeses and crackers and so forth.
Oh, you could,
grapes
yeah.
and-
If you got it up to this part and you actually did the flouring and put it on a tray, put it in the fridge,
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, you'd be good to go, because then you're just going to put it in the pot, sear both sides, put it in the oven, and then go party like a Nazi. And in 20 minutes you're eating, and that's the bottom line.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So they're actually starting to cook, which is a good sign. We're getting a little bit of steam. Let's go back to the wine. This is pouring really, really nice. Now you guys are big Chardonnay fans of this Chardonnay with the Bonneau. Well, what time is it right now?
6:20.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm still concerned about this. It seems like it's throwing off some heat. Okay, that's not. That's. The timer on that is saying 24. But that's okay. We'll time it at 20. The time on this is 20 when it goes in the oven. It's not 22, it's not 25. Don't overcook this. You don't have to worry about it. It'll come out perfect. Now, I'm experimenting here. This is a big experiment because I'm not using a gas oven. I'm using, an easy bake convection oven. But
So how long do you sear them like this? You said
just till they
golden
get golden. Yeah, they're going to get golden here in a second, and you're going to be able to see how cool that is because they look really, really nice when they're golden. They're not quite there yet, so let that go. You'll know when it's time to flip that because they're super golden, like almost a little brown. And then you flip it over. And then you're just going to put it into a serving dish like this is all you're going to do, just a Pyrex kind of, little dish.
Are you coating that with anything?
Nothing.
Olive oil?
Nope.
Just putting it down there.
Now, one of the steps that I took out, just so that you guys know, there is one more step that I'm not going to do, and I stopped doing it after I did it the first time. Once you put this in the oven, you're supposed to take the drippings and the flour and then some wine and then a little bit of chicken stock and do a reduction sauce. And the idea on the reduction sauce is that you pour it over the plate and then you lay that breast over the top and it looks really, really pretty. The problem is, number one, I don't have the patience. Number two, you've got to keep messing with it because you got to keep changing it and adding a little more of this and a little more of that. Now it's a cooking that's going on forever. It's not stopping. And this is such a great meal by itself, I blew it off. So if you want to do a reduction sauce and lay that on the plate, it's a neat presentation, but this is where the heat is. This is where all the money's right here. So I blew it off.
Sauce you call Charles.
Well, I've had my buddy Charles Bell. He owns The Worst in Healdsburg, called The Worst, great place. And he did a reduction sauce. But he was screwing around with it for like 20 minutes, man. I mean, he was putting stuff in, taking it out. He was more. Give me some more wine. I'm opening up new bottles. We're going like he got a bigger pan. It was crazy, but it was super good though. I mean, it was off the Richter scale. It was what you really want. All right, we're getting real close to turning that over. Oh, look at that. You gotta be careful because they're kind of frail. Oh yeah. So I just turned that over. Look how golden that is. Look how nice that is. Look how pretty. So Karina, you're gonna zoom in on that. Can you see that? Can you get a shot of that? See how that's when you want to turn it over. When it gets, can you see it?
And then leave it in as fast as I can.
Well, I mean, okay. So that's what you want. You want that little golden. It's kind of a little crust that it. Yeah. Oh, that's right on the money. Yeah, that's real good. You want a little crust. So you just turn that over. You want a better fire though, and that fire really sucks. But it's live TV. What can I do? We're not like those other cooking shows with what's that Sally girl or what's the one that got in trouble? The other
Sally Jesse Raphael.
No, the one that got in trouble. But they do all these cooking shows, and they go, you prepare it like this, and then you prepare it, and then they go, oh, it's done already. It's like, baloney. It's gonna take 20 minutes. Rachel Ray. So all right, what's my timeline? Give me my time. Time. How much? Yeah. Yeah, and if this burner was really cooking, that wouldn't take this long. It would be really fast. It would brown it up real quick and then off to the races. But it's.
Why don't we bring Dave over while we're waiting so he can talk about this Chardonnay?
Yeah.
Come on, Dave.
Dave, come on over here. So tell us what you know about this Chardonnay. You love this Chardonnay.
Not as much as you do. You know all the official stuff. I just taste the stuff. And it tastes great. Thank you.
All right.
Actually, the Bonneau Chardonnay is a heavier malolactic, so it's really creamy. So many times you find a winemaker who says, I refuse to do that because that's old-fashioned. Well, then I'm old-fashioned, which I probably am. But you know what? I like creamy, I like buttery.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it really goes well with the things that we're preparing here today because you've got the same kind of taste profile going on here. So the Bonneau Chardonnay is made perfectly for this kind of meal or anything where you begin to have the juices flowing like that, the butter and so forth. And so it matches up beautifully. If you go for, if you're a liker, if you like Sauvignon Blanc, because it's crisp and clean, there are Chardonnays that are made halfway between the two. Bonneau is not one of those. Bonneau is definitely
It's on that oaky buttery side, but nothing over the top.
No.
I mean, it's very well balanced, and you know, I don't
pay
pay
a lot,
him.
You,
So.
you pay a lot more for this style in many famous wines, but this is a small producer who's trying to be famous. A small producer who doesn't make a whole lot. So if you can get your hands on this, you're saving money besides.
Hurry up on that.
And go.
Good job.
He doesn't pay me.
No, that's right.
Okay, fine.
If you pay me, that's good. All right, so let's see how we're doing. How are we doing?
626.
All right, so I'm good. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right, so we're ready to go to the next level here. Let's make sure my oven is. Oh yeah, that's cooking. Okay. So now you've seared both sides. They got a little golden brown to them, and all you're gonna do is pick up that breast like that and set it in the pan. Woo! And you can pick that up like that. And then what I want to do here is I'm just going to pour this in there, just to. I'm out of. Can you pull that out? So yeah, thank you. I'm just going to pour this in there, and it'll kind of add a little bit of the juice, and we'll put a little. All that stuff can just lay in there. Normally, again, if you were going to do it the way the real recipe calls for, you would leave that in there, and you know you can see what you had left was just a bunch of stuff. But you would put this in there and make your reduction sauce, but yeah, bologna. So now we're just gonna put this right in here. And
We're back with our guests, right?
you're just partying.
You can excuse yourself and go wash your hands.
And you can be partying. Now I just wanna make sure that our temperature is good. I might just raise that just a little bit. Now at home it's 350 for 20 minutes, not 375, not 365, not 300, it's 350. Here, I'm a little concerned because I've never used this oven, so I don't want to screw this up, but
So
that's
Scott,
your bottom line. So somebody counted now 20 minutes from this point. You got that, Nita?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on it.
So tell me more about the lobster lunch this weekend. If somebody wants to go, can they still go?
They can still go. The cutoff is tomorrow. At midnight is the cutoff. I got to give the order on Thursday, and then it's done. So you got to buy your tickets. You just go to the website, sellersofsonoma.com, click on the wine store and hit events, and you'll see it right there. Bonneau event on the 12th, 95 bucks, all inclusive. Here's how the event starts out: oysters on the half shell, artisan cheeses, a vineyard tour with John Banbury. John is cool. He's the owner and winemaker. And then while you're gone, they're cooking in big pots. All that stuff you saw: lobster, shrimp, artichokes, potatoes, onion, corn on the cob, and voila!
Come back and you just have a feast.
It's a feast, man.
And you're drinking wine the
You're
whole
drinking
time.
wine and you're rocking and rolling to the break of dawn.
Yeah, that's a great event.
Yeah, it's a good one. Now, if you can't make that one, James Family Cellars. We love these fire trucks that go by every day. It's kind of crazy. James Family Cellars, their event is Lobster Lunch is August 9th. So you can get tickets for that. Also, we have a hospitality, and I've extended it to wine club. So it'll be a
What's the
hospitality
date on that one again?
and wine club event. General public is not invited. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Just wine club and hospitality. If you work at another winery or a hotel, in a restaurant, you can come to that event.
And what's the date?
That is the July 31st, a Thursday, 6:30 till 8:30. And we'll have Ricky Allen Ray playing, so we'll have live music, and we're going to have a great time introducing the hospitality world to what we do here at Cellars. And no, I won't be cooking some
And of
meal.
course,
But
everybody can go on the website and check the calendar.
yeah, you check the calendar. All that stuff is on there. We want you to be active and involved in what's going on. And let me just see. I'm looking in here. Okay, it's
What's the
cooking.
date that you're going to do that, Chad?
Okay, and then this weekend, if you're here this weekend on Sunday, I have a classical trio, literally right out here underneath this tent, just like you see it here. There'll be a baby grand piano and stand-up bass, I believe, and a fiddle. And they're a classical group that are coming here to give us a little concert, 1 till 4. It's a free concert, but we want you to bring money to tip the band because they're going to be fantastic. I've heard great stuff, that this is going to be a great show. And what a great way to spend your Sunday afternoon. So you can sit out here, listen to some classical music, have some beautiful wines. We'll have paninis that you can have and food items to keep you satisfied. If I have any leftovers from this, I'll serve some of those up. And speaking of leftovers, this is a dish, just going back to what's cooking here. It can be, some of those breasts, and you buy them, they're pretty big. And if it's too much, save it, because the next day for like lunch, kill it.
Yeah.
It is a great.
Because you haven't overcooked it.
No, hell no.
And you haven't
No, there's
undercooked
no
it.
way.
It's-
No,
that's why
no,
the timing's so
no.
important.
Timing is critical. Yeah, non-issue. Non-issue at all. All right.
What's next on the
So
line?
we had that beautiful Chardonnay. So let's move on to something, because once this is done, if you're not a Chardonnay guy, you're going to want to get into some red wine
Yep.
to have with my meal. So
I was just thinking that.
I picked the Zinfandel from
nice.
Deering.
So you don't have to flip these at any point, right?
Nope.
You don't flip them.
Nope. Nope. No deviation from the recipe. You put it in there, you walk away. This is Deering Zinfandel. I'll give that to you because you're more sanitary than me. Nita's all over me on sanitation. So I picked Deering's 2010 Zinfandel, and then somebody took my bottle. I opened up a brand new bottle, and you guys,
That would
Let-
be your son.
yeah, what the heck was that all about? So this is Zinfandel from the Mayakama Mountains. The Mayakama Mountains are just south of Kenwood, up on the hill. Very cool spot. We're going to have an event there. That's a great spot.
Right. So if you're out here in the northwest or northeast and you cross over Calistoga Road, that's where you get the Mayacamas, is that mountain range.
Yeah, that whole range right there. And this is up about, well, the highest point on his property, I think, is 1,000 feet.
So, and I believe half of it is in Sonoma County and the other half is in Napa County, is the
Well,
Mayacamas.
as you go up the hill, but it's quite a ways higher than where they are. Probably another,
The county line changes.
yeah, it's probably another 500 feet. And then you've got this changeover into Napa. If you guys have ever visited and you go on the Oakville grade, you'll go from Napa to Sonoma.
Or Calistoga Road. Yep.
Yeah, Calistoga Road, but it's more dramatic on Oakville grade because it's hairpin turns, and yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty fun. Wow, this is wonderful. This is a great addition to the room. Deering is a new winery here at Cellars of Sonoma, and starting, just so you guys know, we've got another new winery coming on board probably tomorrow, but as long as they're approved. Is that hot? Is that
Still going good.
okay? As long as they're approved, we're going to have their wines available, and I'm going to have the winemaker and owner for Super Sonoman next week on the show, rocking and rolling with his wines. And those wines we may be pouring tomorrow or the next day in the tasting room once that
Really?
license is done. Yeah. Tomorrow's the official 30-day posting thing, so we'll have that done. Those are
Another
magnificent.
reason to come back in for the pickup party, try to experience the new wines.
And we're doing pickup parties on the third Saturday, 1 to 4.
Yeah.
We might have a schedule change. I'm having a little conflict on Saturday, I think it's the 18th. So I have a wedding I'm supposed to go to, and so I might push that off. Just, oh yeah, go faster. There you go. I might push that off, but that's okay. We can always do it the week after. But yeah, we've got some cool new wines. The Deering line is the newest in the room, but the Super Sonoma, we're going to experience that, and you're going to taste some very cool wines. There's some things that we don't have, like they've got Cabernet Franc. I love Cab Franc. I mean, I'm a big. Are you a Cab Franc fan over there? Yeah, are you? Okay. All right,
I
good.
haven't tasted my favorite.
I am.
yet.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, and we went out over the 4th of July holiday and went to some great wineries, had a good time. I tasted some good Cab Francs. In fact, I picked up some, and they were quite good. Now you went to Lake Tahoe. So tell us where you went and for the 4th of July. That was pretty
So
amazing.
we were out on Baldwin Beach, which is just around the corner from Camp Richardson on the south lake side of the lake, and it was beautiful. We got there, sat on the beach from about 10 all the way till 11 when the fireworks shows got over. When you sit on the beach, you can see Kings Beach there, fireworks show, and then over here at Incline Village, and then the main one at South Lake. It was just fabulous.
Wow.
Spent the whole day there, did the kayaks, swam, played cards, drank some great wines from the cellars at Sonoma, and just had a good time.
Now, the water tables around here the lakes have been really super low.
It's shocking. You can walk out about 100 yards and it's only up to your knees.
Wow.
So
Normally it's
water-
all the way in
Yeah.
as far as you can go, right?
Yep. It's way down.
Wow. I guess they're restricting some of that too. They're probably restricting some of the flow of that into here. I mean, that's
Well, most of the water from the lake drains out of Truckee River and it goes over to Pyramid Lake, and I think it's still flowing, but I was looking at the American River on the way up, and there was I've never seen it so low where it didn't look like it was moving at all.
wow.
There were spots, normally there was always water flowing through there,
Wow.
so that's a real concern.
Well, yeah, because you're only the first week of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to see water. Those of you that don't know, we don't see water here now until probably the end of October. I mean, that's a long ways. That thing cooking is it?
Yep, we're still good.
Are we hot?
And we are at 6:38.
And it's doing its thing now. Normally, I don't fuss with the chicken inside the. Once I put it in the oven, it's done. 20 minutes, we're out. But that's better heat. This is a convection kind of portable oven, so it's not the very best out there. So I'm not super confident that it's heading in the right direction, but you'll get the idea. I am going to peek though. Oh yeah, that's cooking just nice. That's really doing really well. How are we on? How long has it been in there? It's been in there 10 minutes, right? It's been in there about 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Are you gonna eat it live on the air? You got about another 10 minutes.
I'm gonna probably do that, but I'm gonna break my rule a little bit and probably go a little long on it. I'm just worried. Normally, you want that oven really hot. It should be rocking, and this is kind of a convection, whatever. So I'll just drink a little more of the Zinfandel, and then that'll help me with the anxiety of worrying about that dish. You don't want to undercook your.
Check to make sure if it's cooked that way. If it's not cooked that way,
Yeah, but again, it should be. I mean, it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. I'm cheating over here. I'm cheating just because I'm worried. Oh, what's that?
Well, I thought since we had the chicken on that, I'd give you a new cutting board, and there's some little plates, something to serve your chicken on.
For the people that are willing to risk this. Oh, look at her shaking her head. Are you telling me what, you don't eat chicken?
not anymore.
What do you mean? Are you on some weird diet again?
We just want. Put it on fresh board. That's nice. Well, I don't eat the prosciutto.
You don't eat the prosciutto part. The smallest part of the entire meal, you don't eat.
We'll see if it's cooked all the way. Then maybe I'll put it
Well,
in.
wait. You're telling me that you don't think it's going to be cooked all the way. That is so amazing. That is incredible. I would not serve that if it didn't
I
work.
know.
The only difference is it's not in my gas oven, which is pretty, true to time.
It smells delicious, I have to say.
It
It is fabulous.
Nita, how good is it?
Anytime.
Right?
I call it chicken a la Scott. It's fabulous.
I'm just telling you, man.
Smells
It-
good.
yeah, hell yeah, it's got to smell good. No, it's in there. It's cooking. It's cooking. Give it a little bit. I kicked the temperature up just a little bit just because I was worried on the timing of it. Man, if you guys have not had the Deering Zinfandel, that's a magnificent Zin. That is rocking and rolling. Now, coming up this weekend, we've got Ricky on Thursday. We've got John Pita on Friday, and then I've got a guy whose name I don't remember. I got a new guy coming on Saturday. So come down Saturday night, and you're going to have a new musician you haven't seen yet. It's a new act coming into town, and they're going to play on Saturday. So lots of fun. And then Sunday, we've got the concert right here. Right here, Russ.
I'm so glad you clarified the classical portion because I didn't know it was classical like the Who or Creedence. Because the young people, that's classical to them.
No, it's classical. This is a baby grand piano. You have any idea how big that is? That's freaking huge. I don't know where they're gonna put it. I guess they're gonna put it. That looks like a flat spot up there. This is cooking along here, buddy. It's making noise. Oh
Oh, you
yeah.
got 18 minutes. You're doing fine.
I have 18 minutes left.
It's 6:42.
No, how much time do I have on this?
8 more minutes on the cookie.
On the cooking part. Okay. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I wish you guys could see this because it smells good though, right? It smells pretty
does.
good. Does it smell good, you guys? Yeah. Is it okay? All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm handicapped a little bit. See, I'm used to. I need a real oven, but no one's ever tried to do this live and try to do it within an hour. No way. No one's ever done that. So, yeah, Rachel Ray. What do you got? Nothing? Yeah, you got nothing. Didn't she go to jail or something? No. Oh, okay. Who was the girl? Who was the one that got in super trouble?
That was Paula Dean.
Oh, Paula Dean. That's right. She almost went to jail. Yeah, that was terrible. She made some kind of slur, right?
Yeah, it was an ethnic slur.
An ethnic. Okay.
It had nothing to do with cooking. It had to do with her housekeeper or something.
If you guys come in and you don't like this, I have a real problem. This is yum-y. That is really magnificent.
Which one is that?
That's that damn Zin.
Better try it.
Okay. I thought you had some. Guess not.
Small squeeze because I wanted to make sure
okay.
the guests had some.
Okay. Well, I wish we had smell-o-vision because I'm smelling this and it's starting to smell good. Yeah. The other thing about this dish is it'll make your kitchen smell really cool. And for all of you rookies out there, yeah, see, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. I think I went too hot.
You got 4 more minutes to cook it. So.
Yeah, but I'm smelling it and I'm looking at it and it's cool. When you do it at home, you're gonna 20 minutes, just don't look at it, just let it, it's 20 minutes. Do you have a question? Yeah, they do, but I was just so worried about this thing really kicking up to 350. I mean, I want it, because you want to put it in there, you want to put it in at 350.
Did you know the answer before you asked it?
Oh,
Hey,
see,
Scott.
now it's beeping. What is it beeping for?
Yeah. It's going to explode.
Ah!
Street fire.
Now I know you've been on this special diet, but I still would like to have maybe some fettuccine on the side, just something light. Just
Yeah, but we've served this before, Russ, and
I said,
Did
where's
you-
the fettuccine?
now
Hey.
Song and dance does not change.
if you made the reduction sauce and you incorporated that, then I think that would make more sense and it would work. When you put this on the plate and it's all by itself, it's kind of like, okay, well, no. So
I'm just thinking again, if you start with a cheese course with your Amorosa Bella, and then you move into maybe some vegetables and then artichokes as your next course, and then this is your main course with maybe some kind of pasta or something like that, then you've got a great meal, easy to prepare, and easy for you to be able to socialize and entertain the guests without a lot of distractions. Because the worst thing is when you go to someone's dinner at their house and you never see them because they're always busy cooking, right? It's
Oh, yeah. Drive
It's
you
like
nuts.
next time let's just get pizza because I didn't get to see you all night. But this one is one where you can impress your guests
yeah.
and then serve
Yeah.
it with
Yeah.
4 delicious
Yeah.
wines, and then be able to still. And there's not a whole lot of cleanup either, right?
No. There's just that pan.
Bam.
You know, I used 2 pans. I used a regular saucepan, and then a little glass pan, and then you're good. How many minutes left? 2 more minutes. I think this thing is on track, based
Now-
on my vision and what I know of. Yeah.
So here's the question,
Okay.
because when I talk to most chefs, they say that
Most chefs?
most chefs would tell me that all meat should rest before you cut.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
And you'd rest
even-
this one?
I would a little bit, but again, you know, this is a dinner party, so you're cooking for a dinner party. You want to serve it hot, so you don't want to rest it too long, or it's gonna, you know, and then you got to heat it up somehow, and you don't want to do that. It's in there, in and out. Probably, maybe 5 minutes at the most. It's cooked. It's spot on. A lot of times when you want to rest something, you're really, it's still cooking, so you're really getting, you know, the finishing the cooking. This finished the cooking. That should be.
So how you'd give it maybe 5 minutes before you would serve it, or 10 minutes? You cover it. What's your thought on that?
I don't know. All I see is fire trucks. What?
Because I told you we're doing your secret recipe.
What the heck? Huh? Take it out. Is it ready? Is it 20 minutes? It looks bitchin'. It looks like it. I just want you guys to know, if you could see, well, you'll see it because I'm going to bring it out here, and then
Put the gloves on and cut it
kiss my. Oh no! All right, my director Nita is telling me to put gloves on, but I'm not going to put gloves on. There's actually the rules for gloves have changed, and they have gone back to your hands. As long as you keep your hands clean, you're fine. It's a bunch of poo that you're going to put a glove in there, and oh, look at this. Wait till you see this. Is like, wow, this is impressive, dude. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Woo! Look at, oh, sorry. Look at that bad boy. How about that? How about that? Can you get it? Can you get it? Huh?
I got it.
You got it? Okay, so now, normally, here's, what was this for? What was that for? I don't know. Normally, you would just serve this, or maybe let it rest for about 5 minutes. Let's keep it on in case I have to put it back in, though. Because I'm concerned. But, you know, that's just me. So I'm gonna leave that running. All right, so I'm gonna test this. Normally, there's no test. You just eat it, and it's perfect, and it's right on the money. Nah, that's probably right on the money.
What's that special knife you're cutting with?
Oh, ooh, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby. That is perfect. Even you would love that. Okay, that in the convection oven. I was really just, I thought it was gonna, freak out and do something weird, but you know what? It didn't.
So while that's resting, what can you tell me about this Dunant red wine? 2006.
Well, number one, this is a weird formula. This is Syrah Sangiovese. You don't believe me?
Let me see the inside of that.
Yeah, look at that, baby. How perfect is that? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is so good. This is Syrah Sangiovese. God, that came out really good. Carry On, 30 months, French oak, and then they added a dry Gewürztraminer. And they did it in 03. Liked it so well, it became the formula for that wine. And this is the very last vintage. There will be no more.
Of this blend, or
Yeah,
he's
this
not going to
blend.
do a red wine anymore?
Well, the Donats have sold their property, not the winery, but the property. So the grapes they were getting for Pinot and for Chardonnay may not have that availability, and I'm not sure if they're going to produce much wine beyond this. So take it and get it while you got it, baby. $35 retail. $29.75 if you're a Cellar Club member, and you guys witnessed start to finish, baby. Wait till you taste this, because this should be pretty damn good, because it looks awful good right
You know
here.
what I'm seeing a lot in restaurants is like the go-to vegetable is the broccolinis, which I think would be a great addition too. Broccolini, it's kind of
I
like,
don't know what that is.
it's like broccoli, but it's kind of smaller, skinny, leafy.
And what would you do with it?
Garnish it or eat it as a vegetable.
We got vegetables in here. That's what I keep trying to say.
I know.
Don't deviate from the recipe. Do it
I'm just
exactly
saying,
the way
put
I just
next
did it.
to it on the plate with a little feta cheese.
20 minutes is the magic number. 20 is your magic number. You just saw it. You guys at home cannot appreciate how tender this is going to be.
So can you go back to this Dunant wine?
All right,
So
let me go back to this.
Explain it exactly. They've sold their vineyards. They're keeping their wine, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're not producing this red wine blend anymore because they're not going to have the availability of the grapes. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, not necessarily, because this came from Mendocino. So there, you certainly could probably acquire the fruit that they used for this wine, without a doubt.
But what's their plan going forward as far
We
as...
don't know yet. Rick and Diane are getting up there. Rick's, like 70, and they
That's
just want
not
to
up there.
Well, but I mean,
I'm almost there.
yeah, yeah. You're kind of almost.
I know.
You're really close.
You guys are the
The way
same
time's
Yeah.
going?
Yeah,
You're the same age. You're actually a few days older than Russ.
I'm older,
You
right?
are.
I am.
And
Well, thank God
wiser.
I'm older.
And wiser.
Wait till you taste. This is gonna rock your
How much
world.
this Dunant red wine blend? I like blends.
I do too. I'm a big and wait till you do the Super Sonoma, man. We got some blends coming that are gonna rock your house. You're gonna love it. This all fits in a really neat theme of what we've been doing. We've been looking at these wines, and we've got several now.
How
So
much do you have of this left?
there's probably 20 cases, maybe 20. 20. And then they're gone forever. Never again will you ever have that.
So the smart person's going to take advantage of the 2-for-1 on the AB
All day.
rosé,
Right.
and then definitely tap into that Renault Chardonnay because it's delicious, and that Zen is just a rock star. The daring, but the one they really should be ordering is that Dunant, that
Well,
blend.
because when it's gone, and there's no other source. And what you guys, I keep telling you, week after week after week, I keep trying to hammer this home. These wines are tiny, small production, and when they're gone, they're gone. I don't have another source. Big wineries, you can go to the distributor and go, hey, give me 10 cases.
And they
give me
hid
100.
some in the side, and somebody's got some right.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Nobody's got it. Not a person, not one.
So you could literally be the last person on the planet with this particular wine
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
called right away
Yeah.
and ordered.
Yeah. Oh. I have to taste this because that looks too good.
Perfect. Huh? His job's done. He's going to circle the block, high five him.
Okay. I rest my case, Your Honor.
We should be yelling like.
Yeah.
Germany did that 7 times.
That bad
today
boy.
against Brazil.
That bad boy will hunt, dude.
All right,
That
chop
bad
it
boy.
up. Let's have the guests try it.
Wow. Wow. I was so shocked that that wasn't gonna.
A
I'm
little
sorry.
more chopping, a little less talking.
All right,
Show's
all right, I'm
almost
good.
over.
I'm going, baby. Wow. You guys take
This weekend?
live music with Ricky Allen Ray on Thursday, John Pete on Friday, and a new guy on Saturday whose name I don't have. But we'll send an email blast out that'll tell you all that's coming up. Oh, that's so good. Oh, look at that. Oh boy. Oh. This will set you free without a doubt. This is the King of Kings. And you don't have to be really good. I'm not a great chef. I'm not a great cook. I'm just telling you guys, if you do it exactly the way I outlined it, and you can watch the video so that you know what you're doing, I'm just telling you, you can't miss with this. You have to be, I mean, I used a convection oven, portable oven. I didn't even use a real oven, man. Come on. That's pretty tender, dude. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, my Lanta. If you don't like this, you hate chicken. And if you don't like the wines, you hate wine. And that's the way it goes. Oh, God, that's so good. Oh, I butchered that. I'll have to eat it. Oh. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. All right. Let me help some of you.
Yeah. That is good.
All right, I'm going to serve this over
Picture
here.
of you with your chicken.
I'm going to serve this over here. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. We have too much
So,
fun at
cut
wine.
it and then let me get a picture of you holding it.
Okay.
Not with that.
Why?
See with that fork.
What am I trying to do, honey?
Clean fork.
To do what?
Serve it on a plate for other people to eat.
They want to try
I'll
it?
try a piece. Nita's gonna try a piece.
Sit there. 3 minutes?
Oh.
And delicious and not expensive. And healthy.
Here, a little
You can't
piece
go
for
wrong
Nita.
with this.
No, I got one for each?
That's fine. I'll just put it on here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna try your chicken.
Well, I'm just saying, if you know, I don't know. Russ, what's your take?
Well, let me try.
Okay. Oh, man. Right? Now, here, I'll say one thing, just so you guys know, just as a FYI, when you're going to do this, you want a much hotter burner to really make that golden. We didn't get a chance to really do that. That sat in there a little too long. But when you have a real hot pan, oh, it's nice. You just sear it, turn it over, in the oven, good to go, boom, bam. Is it okay?
Delicious.
And great wines, of course. And the Dunois red wine, 06, goes fantastic with that. How was that, Nate? Was it okay?
Delicious.
Was it okay? Right? Oh, okay there, yeah, okay, yeah. Critic over here. Yeah, not believing. Gotta love it. I'm just telling you, man, I got that recipe and I tried it and I went, I'm half mental, I could do this. So, bam. And I was able to do it. And it's simple, but it's really, really good. This is good. Wow. I'm gonna take another bite. Look at that. That prosciutto, and you got good greens in there. You got the provolone, which is wonderful.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Wow.
Delicious.
Is it okay?
It was good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I know you're a critic. Okay. So, You saw the recipe. It's really simple. No big deal. Follow it to the T. 350, 20 minutes is what your cooking time. You got to sear it both sides, but with a really hot pan. That's what you want to make sure you do. But you have to have wines from Cellars of Sonoma. Do you not? Because you're wasting your time. What are you going to do? Okay?
Okay.
So, next week, if everything works according to plan, next week we will introduce Super Sonoman. We'll taste through their wines, and we'll have a great time. You'll be able to come down, enjoy the wines with us. If I just, was that okay?
Wow.
That does rock the house, man. That's the easiest, Dan. I'm just telling you. We're gonna taste the Super Sonoman wines as long as everything goes true to form.
According
And
to schedule.
and then maybe I'll cook something else. Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys every single week. I want to thank Dave for chiming in and giving us some information, and my buddy Russ for keeping things in control. And you've been great as always.
What
And
about
of course,
Janet?
and Janet, of course,
Karina
and then Nita.
and the production
You know,
crew.
in the production crew, and of course Karina, making sure that every part of this broadcast gets out to the right people, and that's what's most important. This is where you discover wine one sip at a time. Thanks a lot, everybody. Tuning in. We'll see you next week. We're gonna have chicken. Woo!